Right, this is probably my peak of streaming. Hello, Adrian. I definitely did not run into you in the kitchen just now or anything. Hello, Connor. We will get to Paimon when we get to Paimon. Also, that music from Chili Hop is live. This is the Genshin menu theme, which is playing in the background of the stream. I'm going to turn it down a bit. All right, that's fine. I need to remember that is volume for me, not for you. Right. Also, yeah, we got Facecam back. That is the live buckets reaction. And as you can see, there's a lot of them. Most of which I'm probably gonna have to open a new tab to like figure out who is who. This is going to be fun. Also, I can judge on this. I can say pretty confidently the Star Rail characters are the ones I'm going to know the best because I have played that game the most. Probably them followed by the Genshin characters because I know a few of them from the start and a few of them because of the bit. Then you've got Zenless characters in third tier list because, yeah. And then lastly, you've got the Impact third characters. I know basically nothing about any of these guys. Except Welt, but Welt's a cheat code. And I don't even think he's... Is Welt in here? No, I think they lumped him with the Star Rail characters, because that is the one and the same guy. And yes, Paimon is at the end. I didn't add that in. That is for... I will do Paimon last, even though it's the most obvious one. So, right now, we have Smash, Befriend, and Blend. I can guarantee you there will be more. Like, those tiers are not the only ones that are gonna stay. Also, for the people that haven't seen... don't actually keep up to me with me in person, I've actually made 3 PowerPoints for the... Well, the Star Rail was a Smash or Pass, but the other 2 were Blend or Befriend, but they're sort of the same thing now. And... yeah, I haven't gone over them, like, at all. So, what I put here might completely differ from what I said in the PowerPoints. Probably because I'll forget who characters are. The blend category is going to mostly just be where I put the kids. Here kettle. Oh, did we bring the kettle back? I just thought about that. Right, although I should probably start with Aether. Some 500-year-old being that is honestly pretty fine, but he does commit the cardinal sin of willingly hanging out with Paimon. But overall, he's fine. Even if he's kind of just the silent protagonist character. Befriend. Lumine is literally just a female version of Aether, so absolutely everything's fine. They're just Befriend. Like, I was gonna say, there's a reason why I've got the 3 tiers, because how much Pringles is at our place still? We've got a box of Pringles and a few crates of Monster. I did not have... I may have had one of the monsters last night. We don't talk about that. I was either have it here or have it at Bugle. Honestly. Why not? Tax for us keeping a hold of them. We've got a bit, but not too much. We can bring it... I can bring that all down Sunday. With a bit of help with the monster, probably, because I don't think... because there's still going to be like 3 crates of that to bring down. Right, so, Amber. Finally, we get our first... well, actually, no. All of these characters, I assume, are playable, except one. Sound. So, Amber. Amber is... how do we put this? A character. She's honestly pretty reasonable. Yes, do bugle streams. So Amber's quite the reasonable character. She doesn't do much. She fails, I guess, TVET's version of your driving test like 8 times, and is also an instructor, which is just hilarious to me. Also, she gives you food, so befriend. I think this is Beidou. Right. This is our first character that I have not interacted with yet. But she's a cool pirate that also is apparently a lesbian, so befriend, obviously. Can't go into Smash because lesbian. Wow! Would you look at who we've got next? It's a character that is getting their own section. In fact, it's going to go pretty far. Oh god, I've messed with the wrong thing. I'm gonna add 3 rows below. Can you tell I don't make playlists that much? You know what? I'm just gonna make a child tier because it's gonna be needed. And just being a child doesn't default you to the child tier, but if you're not a child, you can't be in the child tier. I need to fix the colors. So this one is that green. The despise is this blue. And get on the dartboard. It's this darker blue. And that's where Lisa goes, because she is an awful human character. Just on it. I'm on it. I already know who's going to go into that. My rewards are disabled. Well, because I don't have affiliate yet. That's probably why. I have 4 viewers? What? Hello everyone. This stream is going quite well. Ignore how, this is... I'm just making this up as I go along, to be honest. That's a child. Mona! Mona. I swear I had rewards enabled. That's really throwing me off, dear god. Also, nice frog, Adrian. Mona's broke. And likes the stars. I like that. Befriend. Barbara, instant befriend, because she Bucket's game and Rootshed collab. That was when we did the Bugle Portal co-op on stream. But yes, we should do that again. Absolutely. I'm getting distracted by chat's not normally this active when I stream. Normally it's active like right at the start, and find out that is just called the Bugle Twitch. Noelle! I need a new tier. I need a new tier. Sat in the corner, and Noelle goes straight into that. What's the music? Oh, it's the Genshin... You know what, I'm gonna put something on that, because obvious... Oh god, my... goddamn... If I can... I am so professional. I can't be bothered to change the font. You're just getting... Oh god. Where is it? Right, make sure that's not just... Yeah, it used to be what I used for it. I very much have misinformation saying that it was chill hop at the start. That was very much misinformation. Dear God, that was... I am so good at this! Okay, sucrose. Blend. And if you want to know why, it is purely because... Fuck you, Kira. That's simply it. There's nothing more to it. That's really all I've got to say about that. Sucrose is getting blended purely because I want to annoy Kira. I don't know who this is, but they look like a child. Jean! I mean, look, she told Paimon to shut up, and she actually does her job, which already makes her better than 90% of the characters. Also, I've just realized, yeah, this is what the tier list I'm using template is called, which I just find that funny, that I've just used this and I'm just talking about whether I'll blend them or not. Or I guess in Jean's case, Smash. I make no comment. Of course I would. That's a child. You look familiar. Can't say what you're called. Simp Gaming. Simp Gaming indeed. I don't know what this character's called, but they look familiar. I will come back to you. Ningguang, I think she's called. She's sat in the corner. D-Look is a smash. I don't need to explain. As much as I say, do not the bartender. This will come up again. Child, but they have a cool design, so befriend. Master Chef, befriend. That looks like a child. That is definitely a child. Venti, you are getting put in the despised tier because, for fuck's sake, stop drinking and do your job as a god. Yeah, I'm going through these quickly. Befriend, even though it's a child, she commits arson, apparently. Child. I mean... Child. That's just his name, though. That, like... If I wasn't basing this off names, Smash, but just because his name is literally Child. Blend Cam when? Not gonna blend Cameron. They gave me the blender to blend Paimon. I should set up my subscriptions to be that gif of me drinking the Paimon smoothie. Oh, that's a great idea. Yo, blend camera lol. Yes. I don't know who you are, but you look like a child. Zhongli! Old. Like, actually, you know what? Venti can go in the old tier with him. Because these are both, like, ancient beings. I don't know who you are, but I don't like you, so blend. Why am I pulling so many blanks and I'm only on the Genshin characters? I already ranked all of these. Oh dear god. You look familiar though. Wait, you're the goat one. Hey, April, can you hop into chat? That would be really convenient. But you look like a child, so... You look old. Oh, right. This is the character that's Zhongli's boss or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, this is like, she is the boss of this guy that gets put in the child tier. Rosaria Smash, although actually she is a nun, so I might, so she's getting relegated to befriend for that. Don't want to break any vows, although she is really cool. Child, you know what? We're getting a row above. End user license agreement. I love Eula. Oh, well. Oh, we are getting more and more obscure as we go along. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna just quickly change that to red because I'm gonna add tiers in between. Yes, Eula from the marathon quiz that I didn't attend. I don't know who you are, but you're getting blended. You can also get blended. You are a child. Once we get out of Genshin, there should be less children. I don't know why that game has so many of them when the others don't. They're made by the same people. I don't know who this is, but she looks like a child. But because Blender's getting lonely, she can go there. This is someone I saw in a shitpost once. About a character that's actually up right next. Yo, I got the Bugle streamer. Wait, there's a Bugle streamer role. Hell yeah. Are you promoting my stream in Bugle? That could be pretty cool. But Sarah, she gets up a friend because if you're in a shitpost, that's already a massive upgrade. Right, we're getting a row above, and I'm gonna color this one because I want to make it clear this is different. Mm. Mm. Evil lesbian #1, Raiden Shogun. Is fully deserved because, well, I don't know, I haven't played Inazuma, but I've heard that she's evil and she's also a lesbian, so that's good enough for me. And as you can tell, we're already getting a lot of tiers, and we've still got so many to go. How many exactly were there? If I said 255. That is insane. Alright, let's go through a few of these. You are a child. I can't tell, but I don't like you, so blend. You look insane. Smash. You are a child. I make no comment. Child. The other evil lesbian. These two are happily married together, committing arson together or something. I don't know. Yes. Oh, let's see. Befriend. She'd probably stab me in the back, but worth it. Oh, I remember you. You were someone else that I think you were just a befriend. I think she was a tailor or something. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Child. Child. I think that's another child. This is the controversial VA one, isn't it? For that you can get blended just for having a controversial. They are evil lesbians, Adrian. It's just factually correct. Dear God, this is like. I get back how many children? There's a lot of children in Genshin Impact, and if you look down, you can see how that number actually reduces in the other games. There's a lot of children, but it does save me time. Hey, look, that's another child. You get a befriend, because I remember your name's Candace. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna blend you. I saw a video of someone using this model because the VAs played Among Us together and she was insane, and for that, befriend. This is the character I've got a poster of back there. Actually, there's a few of them on here. There. Which... Hey, I've covered a few of these. One of them's in the blender. That's a god. That, technically, she should fall into the old tier. But for Genshin pulling that move, going in the despise. Like, for, she is despised because she is the example of like 3,000-year-old and like a 2-year-old boy. The elder god looks like a child. It's one of my least favorite tropes in any media, and I despise it, and I wish less people would do it. I don't know who that is, but you look like a child. You are definitely a child. Uh, you are the offspring of the evil lesbians, I'm pretty sure. Befriend. You know what? Row below. Related to evil. Somehow. And you get put in there. You see how many tiers there are in this already. And I've still got this many to go. Dear God, the Impact Third characters are gonna be fun. I'm gonna save them till last, I reckon. Hey, it's another character on my wall. Your befriend. I'll be kind. Child. You are also on my wall, I believe. Yes! And that is actually the fifth and last one. You get a befriend for that. Simply existing on my wall from the poster I took from esports. That is all it takes for me to like you. Right, the sat in the corner are just the unused characters in my army. Not gonna lie. Smash. That I don't need to explain much more. I don't know who this is, but they're getting blended. That is a child. That is also a child. That is a child, but they have a cool hat. That is a child. This is an old man. You stole it. I am esports. What are they gonna do? What am I gonna do? Report myself? Also, I did let them know, and they were cool with it. So, I did not steal it. I simply took it and then asked for permission. This guy looks old. Exactly. It was in the bugle cupboard. Child, but once again, cool hat. So befriend. Photocopy. Oh, I wonder how you won a tournament, Connor. You can get a prize. Dear God. Purine. Hey, Connor! Make a guess. Do you think this next one is a child? Blender photocopy. What? I love that. Connor, you already know what this is. She's actually not that old, but befriend. She is one of the gods, though. Cool hat. At uh, add a row above. Navia is just Kira. Navia is just Kira, and I don't need to explain this any further. Congratulations, Kira's got a spot on the tier list. Dear God. Oh, if I was doing this for... If I did this for Persona characters, which might actually be where I go next with this, it is one which is just Hatsune Miku. Gaming gets a befriend because his name is Gaming. I don't care that's not how you pronounce it. That's how you spell it. Smash. I like music. Befriend. Right, smash, smash. Add a row above. Yeah. I make no apologies. I make absolutely no apologies whatsoever. This is stupid. He's cool. Befriend. Oh! That, like... Super... For that? You make a very good point, Connor. You make a very good point. Add Paimon Smoothie to the bar menu. That will be being added to the Chum Bucket Inn. Once I get my full schedule sorted, I need to figure out when I'm working or not. So if I get this job, that's going to influence when I can and can't stream. Can I get a Paimon Smoothie? Sure, I'll just go to Pontio after this and print off get you some paper and toner. And then I'll make it. So I've still got those berries, man. I got them for Pancake Day, but it was cheaper for me to buy a massive fucking bar. At my real... I'll bring it up with Matt. Arlino is... Well, I want to put her above Befriend, but I don't want to put her into Smash. She could be an evil lesbian if she wants. She's... Simple Befriend. That is a child. That is a child. That is a child. That is a major Befriend. Oh, Adrian is migrating upstairs. Hell yeah. Oh, it's the Gamer Boy. Befriend. Tiger Girl thing. Yeah, befriend. A lot of the new characters I like. Cool hat, befriend. I don't know who you are, so you're getting blended. It would be rude for me not to. That is a child. That is a child. That is a child. That is a child. God, I'm nearly done. I've nearly got through the Genshin characters in like half an hour, which, given that was about half the roster, I'm really happy with that. Also, I haven't smashed enough guys yet, but that's because Genshin, I'm not gonna lie, you kind of suck for this. Because 90%, look how many children there are. And these are just the children that I just denoted by being children. There are more that I've put in other places. You haven't... Damn it. You're gonna get a lot of good clips from this stream, I reckon. That looks like a chef. I like food. Befriend. He's got a cool hat. Befriend. I don't know who you are. Blend. That is a child. She looks like she's physically sat in the corner, so she's sat in the corner. This, know what? Add a row below, like, uh, not a Hoyoverse character. Aloy is from Horizon Zero Dawn. She is not a Hoyoverse character. Why do I have a ping on Discord? I have to check this. Connor! The guy from Fortnite. Is she in Fortnite? Dear God. Is she actually in Fortnite? Because if it is, I will put guy from Fortnite as this role. Also, while I'm at it, I have one more to do. Guy from Fortnite. The last Genshin character, and it's that controversial. This one I hear a lot of controversy about because apparently, Adaroverson. Hmm. Apparently, she's meant to be a plus-size character. She's literally skinny. Like, because dear God, there's only like 4 body types between all of these characters. And apparently, they decided that is what classifies as fat. She's just not. It's nonsense. So yeah, guess what? You are going into the. You're getting your own tier. Yippee! Honkai Impact. So you know what? I will just quickly. This is the current tier list for Genshin characters only. We have Super Smash with Kaya. That will probably not change. We have Smash, which is cool as hell knight, cool as hell bartender. I don't know, you look crazy, but in a good way. Mummy, cool scientist, mummy. I don't need to explain, but you could. Can you tell? I gave up halfway through. Evil lesbians, and also someone that I think is probably one. I don't know. I think with some lore that he's related to Raiden. I don't know. We have Kira. We have the end user license agreement. We have the befriend tier. We have. Is this really what you call a plus size character? Old, sat in the corner, which is just my unused characters and someone that's actually sat in the corner. Blend. You are not on the PC. No. He's on the PC, isn't he? And he just can't say now, isn't he? I love that. Despise, purely for literally it representing one of my least favorite tropes. Get on the dartboard because I physically put Lisa on a dartboard and she's still on there, actually. I need to buy a new dartboard. Guy from Fortnite. Because according to Connor, Aloy is actually a Fortnite skin, which baffles the brain. Now, Impact Third. I can't name a single one of these. So I'm just going to base it off who I think they are based on the other Hoyoverse counterparts, because you know what it is. And this is definitely one of the protagonists, who's like a god. Befriend. Okay, so, this is going to be tough for me. That is just Yamiko, so evil lesbian. This is just Kira. I'm gonna go. I am going to go through these and just single out the ones that I recognize. I'm sorry, is that Asuka from Evangelion? What? What is going on here? I probably spelled that wrong, but I don't care at this point. She gets her own. Asuka isn't in Fortnite. If she was getting Guy from Fortnite tier. Is there any others that I feel like are definitely people I know or recognize from the other games? Come on, one of these got to be a Raiden variant. Did I already put that up there? No, I put the Yamiko up there. You look like that cool girl from the new region. Wait a second, where's the male protagonist? Does... Just a second, I gotta look something up. Does Honkai... Yes, I'm looking this one. Heck. Third, have a male... Okay, so apparently, for the longest time, there wasn't even any female characters in Honkai Impact Third, which looking at this character list is hilarious. But apparently it's this guy. He can be blended. So that is interesting lore. Hoyoverse, stop it. Get some help. Right, let's actually speed this up. Who looks like a child? You do. You also do. That's Natasha! That's Natasha! Smash. We will... There's another child. I've only ever had one C4 in my life, my god. Okay, so I just checked Discord, and yeah, that is very much proof that there is Aloy in Fortnite. Oh dear god, how do I rank these? Right, we're ranking these all based off vibes now. I like the green hair. Befriend. She looks like the nun from Genshin. Befriend. Holy shit, is that Bronya? Befriend. A lot of these I think are just going to go in befriend because I don't know. And I don't feel bad blending people I don't know. Except you can get blended. Befriend. Adrian, stop exploding. Befriend. Befriend. Is that... Do any of you have cool hats? I should just make a cool hat tier at this point, really. Befriend. Honestly, like, the majority of these are probably just befriend. The annoying thing is, where I... If you... Please do that, Connor. Befriend. You know what? I don't know about this, so unless I see something that stands out to me, I am just going to put you all into befriend. You look fine. You... What? Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't even know what tier you've gone into, but you can, whatever tier it is, they can stay there. Let me try and find them. I like dropped that and I can't see where they've gone. So oops. That is the biker lady, but no clue. Your end user license agreement. Goodness, how many of these are there? You are blended because I'm annoyed at you. You look like a child. You are definitely a child. You look like a child. You look. Yeah, you can be despised. You can look like a child. You look like a child. You can be befriended. 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 You can be blended. You can get put on the dartboard because fuck you. You can be diagnosed an evil lesbian. I really hope you don't have a canon relationship with anyone. And you can be befriended. Oh, dear God. So, yeah, the Impact third characters are done, and literally 90% of them just went into befriend, because I have absolutely nothing to go off. Like, absolutely nothing. Did canon ever stop any... Good point, but I'm not... I'm worried, like, a massive Impact third is going to join and go like, you put this guy there? Yes, I did. Cry about it. Go ahead. Cry. Cry about it. I will... You know, if someone complains I put someone in a too low of a rank, or too high of a rank, I'll change it just to spite them. And I don't care. I don't care at all. Why do I have 2 pings now? Adrian, stop quoting me. I get pings for that and think there's something important going on that I'm missing. Right, not checking Discord for rest of stream. Right, Star Rail. Finally, a character where I know a lot about. / I've actually played this one. Like, to a bit. It is important, yeah. Yes, it is. Kalis! Kalis. Oh boy, Kalis. You can be befriended because you're pretty chill. Del, you know what? I'm creating a row below this for them. Stinky. They canonically eat trash. That's actually canon. Also, they're like 2 years old by like the end of the game, and like at the start of the game, they're not even born. You witness their birth. Don't question that. Also, they've got a space nuke inside them, or whatever. That's fun. Okay, there's extra non-playable characters. Pom Pom. Pom Pom goes straight into the top of befriend because they deserve it. Pom Pom is peak character design. March 7th is peak because she is not Paimon in that she's actually likable and charismatic and isn't overbearing and actually entertaining, and she actually fucks off sometimes. Anhong is just edgy boy. Befriend. Himiko. Smash. By the way, these two are the same character. Fight me. Welt. Old! See, I do know some Impact 5 characters. I know who Welt is. It is like one of my favorite things. I've joked all about that some of these characters are just the same, but in different games. In this case, no, it's not a joke. They are literally the same guy. I don't think it's been explained how this guy from a completely different game is here. Like, can you imagine just playing like GTA 6 and Solid Snake just shows up? Okay, probably. I would have used a Red Dead example, but I don't play Red Dead, so. Astra, where did she go? Where did she go? She's not Guy from Fortnite. No, she's befriend. She's rich. She gives money out. She let me borrow like £6 billion so I could intentionally fall for a scam, so the scammer could get caught. That was one of the weirdest side quests ever, but it was fucking great. Arlen, you have a dog. You're in the befriend just because of the dog. Okay. Yes, Arthur Morgan shows up. That's just exactly what it is. Herta, you are getting put in the child tier. We will get onto Herta again at some point. Sound. I will after this stream, absolutely. Japold. Smash. No explanation needed. Bronya. She gets a befriend. She's actually wait. And of course, I have to keep the Connor. I am going to explode you with my mom. Just don't make me change the guy from Fortnite tier. Oh, Natasha, Smash. Don't need to explain. She's a goth doctor with a grenade launcher as her weapon of choice. I don't need to explain much more. And she also leads a rebellion. That's fucking cool. Hook is a child, but for this chaos energy that they bring, and also for just being Klee again. Befriend. Taylor, see, I do actually quite like Paler, but if I have to stay consistent, she's just Sucrose again. Blend. Servo. Ooh. Rockstar, MILF. That's actually an evil lesbian, now that I think about it. I don't know if her girlfriend is on here because she's actually one of the bosses in the game. No, I don't think Picolia is on this tier list, unfortunately. She was in my bonus section for the PowerPoint, if you're curious. Sampo! You know what? For Elise, Super Smash. And now that I think about it, these two are literally the same character. Rockstar... I am explaining the characters very briefly. That is exactly what they are, Adrian. She literally wields a katana in battle, and one of her attacks is to summon lightning from it. So, yes, exactly. Links, for eating canned fish a lot, blend. Although you watch her. Okay, that is a child. Svarog is a smash, but the child's robot dad does not count for this. So Clara herself, child, blend. Sushan can be sat in the corner. She is evil. Lesbian. I can say when I made this, I didn't expect the evil lesbian tier to be getting so full. I only did it as a joke because I just established these two as evil lesbians from the start of when I started seeing what their lore was, and I'm slowly realizing, they do this quite a lot. None of these characters are canonically lesbians because Hoyoverse are fucking cowards. That is not a child, by the way. That is a 32-year-old woman that just doesn't want to do work. Sat in the corner playing on cards. Now this is a child. This is Old Man Incarnate, one of the oldest characters we've actually covered so far, and dear God, 3 of the people on here are literally gods. Actually, we've covered... Actually, 6 people have ranked on... As far as I can tell, 6 people on here are gods. And only one of them made it up to Smash. God damn. What are the other 5 doing? Evil Lesbian... Old. Actually, no, 7. So, old. Despise, 4. Befriend. Evil Lesbian. Smash. Yeah, but yeah, I have... me going crazy that I'm forgetting characters. You are annoying. Blend. Despise. You ruined my 50-50 pool, and you are the reason I don't own Kafka right now. Fuck you. You are old. Sorry. There's one of the planets is just full of immortals, so there's going to be a few olds. Kafka! I don't think I need to explain this one very much. Also, gonna put her next to her twin. I know they don't look alike, but they are basically the same character. Silverwolf. Child. Blade. Hey, if James Bladen is watching this, I gave you your nickname because of this character. I hope you enjoy that knowledge. Oh. Oh, the dragon form of Dan Hung. Smash, obviously. I'm not going into deals. This is actually canonically a streamer, so for that, blend. She's old. But also probably... No, she's not an evil lesbian. Luca! He's insane. Like, flat out just insane. Befriend. Yukong! She's just tired of her job, and also a Ghostbuster, so befriend. Argenti! Argenti is, like, super into beauty or whatever. It's a befriend. Dear God. Don't be fooled by her looking like a child. She's like 80. I'm tired of this trend. She's getting a child anyway. This is just RoboCop. Like, her lore is she died and she got brought back as an android because death isn't enough to get you a day off work, apparently. Which, honestly, so real. My friend. Actually, wait. I got you wrong. You are actually, like, the boss lady. That smashes for Elise. Well, she was the one that convinced me for that one. Also, she was the one that I gave her my account and she got me that character, so I'm very thankful for that. You are the one I was thinking of that was just tired of work. You get the befriend. Ruan Mei. She stole a corpse and like brought it back to like she created Frankenstein. She can sit in the corner. Dr. Ratio! Oh! Dr. Ratio, my beloved. Yes, I will. Yes, once this is... Yes, once I have finished this tier list, I will be sharing this. Obviously. So yes, and people can scream that I am horribly wrong, because I will be. But who bad? If you're taking this seriously, you need to probably reconsider your life choices. Dr. Ratio. Dr. Ratio's a smash, and I don't need to explain why, because... Actually, wait, he's a uni lecturer. Do I, as a uni student, want to put a lecturer in as a smash? Yes. Topaz, you know what? This is add a row below. I'm going to change this to the darker orange. Get this as the lighter orange. I don't... I do not trust the Where did I put the IRS lady? Where is the IRS lady? Where is she? Oh dear god, I've got to hunt through this for one specific character. I put her in blend. She works for the IRS. Don't trust her. There is 2 more that are like that, actually, but... Oh, Black Swan. Hell yeah, another evil lesbian. Trust me, why is the evil lesbian tier getting so filled? Why? Why? Dear God. Sparkle. Okay, she's just evil. Blend. She's just flat out evil. Gallagher. I should really have created a Do Not the Bartender section, but also Smash. And also he's literally D-Look. Misha is a child. Acheron is an evil lesbian. Argenti. I don't care who the IRS sends, I'm not paying my taxes. Robin! Hi, Robin. What do I have to say about Robin? She's a really good singer. I actually have 1 or 2 of her in-game songs in my playlist. And I will admit to that, but she's got... the VA for her that does her vocals is really talented. Boot... You know, when I first saw Boot Hill, when I originally made the... Can I get someone to moderate that, Adrian? Can you delete that, please? So, Boot Hill, basically, his deal is... He's basically a redneck that is, like, got the heart of gold. And I absolutely love him. Thank you, Adrian. I absolutely adore this man. Like, I thought when I first saw him, I wouldn't like him, but then I actually played through some of his quests in-game, and I adored him so much. Genuinely, one of my favourite characters in the game now. Not enough to get up to a smash, because he's into whips, and I'm not into that shit, but I respect it. Firefly. Befriend. Jade. The fact the joke tier has 3 things, I'm impressed. Oh, Yunli. She's a child, and she's getting blended. Jing Liu, he's put a... Oh, these next three is the Thruple. God damn. The Thruple, my beloved. I love them. Jing Liu, he gets a befriend. Moser, it's a smash. And Fei Xiao also gets a befriend. Lingsha! I mean, her whole thing is sent, so it would be rude not to put her in the stinky. Actually, Argenti can go in there as well. Rapper! Dear God, Rapper is an enigma. Like, I don't get what her deal is. She is just... She's another one that's just insane, but then again, so is so many others. She gets a befriend though because her whole deal is not returning to Monkey. Trust me, that was a crazy quest to go through. That was fun though. Fugue. Where did I put Ting Yun? Where did I put Ting Yun? Oh, in the evil lesbian. Smash, because imagine if she wasn't an evil lesbian. Remember how I said that one girl brought a corpse back to life? Yeah, that's the corpse that was brought back to life. Sunday! Smash. Smash, just... Smash. Also, remember that singer, Robin? Yeah, that's her older brother. The Hurter. Trust me, there's a difference. Because the Hurter isn't a child. She is getting on the dartboard for literally just being Lisa Genshin Impact. And we made it to the characters that I know about in Star Out. Guess what? The next ones, I have no clue. And oh my god, we have a third viewer. Hello. This is very cool. Hello. Don't be shy, you can talk, or you don't have to if you don't want to. This tier list is chaos. Right, let's get these last few ones. That is... Start by just eliminating the child. God, half of these I don't know. You, I'm pretty sure are like a befriend. I'm not gonna lie. Smash. Who else do we have? I haven't put anyone in the blender in a while. You can get blended. You look cool, befriend. I really like the hat, befriend. I should have made a cool hat tier. This is on me. I can't be bothered to make one now because I have too many. I'm too deep into this to make a cool hat tier now. Alright. Are you just Sunday again? Befriend. You look like a weird night lady. That looks familiar, so you're getting blended. I'm also realizing with the whole blend or befriend thing, how many characters I actually don't despise. They're just children, because my goodness, is the child one of the biggest tiers on this. And the thing is, child isn't like a 100% thing. Like, there are children that have escaped the child tier. And there's also you, who is going to the top of child tier because that's just your name. This is just an old man. That's just an old man. They didn't put Scott in. God damn. Right, look at the tier list, people, because we have one game to go. Oh my goodness, I have been doing this for an hour. Alright, have fun, Adrian. This is actually pretty fun, I can't lie. I'm having a blast with this. But Super Smash is got 2 characters. So we move on to Zenless Zone 0. Once again, I have not played this game, but there is a YouTuber that I follow that posts a bunch of comic dubs on it. Do I have a red eye? Or is that just the lighting? That's just the lighting. I thought for a second I had Zuko. Like, it looks like I've got Zuko eye on this thing. To me. I don't. I think. I swear I was not challenging the Fire Lord or anything like that. Oh well. Right, Wise. Let's start. Wise. Wise is just a normal guy, but everyone finds him hot, and I'm not gonna lie, I kinda agree as well. Smash. Belle. Bella's getting put into the stinky tier. I don't need to explain any further. It's deserved. Oh god, I'm gonna have to remember the names. Fuck. I can't remember what you were called, but you are a child. Oh, this is Billy Kid. Yeah, I remember Billy Kid, of all people. This is a cyborg guy that's honestly pretty cool. Befriend. I like that. Nicole! Oh, Nicole, what do I do with you? You're... From what I can remember from... Because I have made the Zenless PowerPoint, but I haven't presented it yet. When is that being presented? I need to know. No, Nicole is pretty chill, and I like her. I think I'd get along with her. She's insane. That is a child. That is a child. This is literally Soul Bad Guy. Adarobalo. This is just Soul Bad Guy. Bug L PowerPoint. Yes! Do you know how many PowerPoints I have ready for that? Like, it is ridiculous how many PowerPoints I have prepared for an impromptu PowerPoint night. Like, it would go insane because I am the one who presents the PowerPoints. And you know what? Since I was going to do this until 9, if I get some spare time, I might present one of them right now. Grace. Grace. What do I do with you? You're a mechanic. I think you qualify as stinky. That is a child. This is a bear. Like, just a massive fucking bear. And I'm not gonna lie. It's tempting. It is very tempting to put the bear into Smash. But I think I'm gonna stick to related to... You know what? You can be related to evil lesbians, because... Fuck you. Wait, no. Your name is Bellabog. Yes, that's how it's related. Okay, so I can explain this. So, in the evil lesbians, I have Bronya, who is the ruler of Bellabog. And this guy is in Bellabog Heavy Industries because they couldn't think of an original name. The bear is related to the evil lesbians. Somehow. Child. Okay, Connor. I know you said no to the bear, but all I'm gonna say is the wolf in the maid outfit does get me. And I do not apologize for that one. Actually, I'm just gonna quickly transfer one of the other maid. And then you, I'm gonna hold off because you're technically a high school. You are a high school student, so you get put into child tier. Mm. Thank you. I am justified. The shark girl is put in the child tier. Ah! Oh, just when I thought this was gonna get easier. Zhu Yuan, no! Oh, dear God, now what? Oh, right, the next four are all police officers. Dear God, what do I do with the police? Because they're all fucking hot. Except the child, which I'm gonna immediately put the child in child tier right now. King Yi, I will excuse you from this conversation. But we have Zhu Yuang, Seth, and the rat lady, Oh, dear God. What do I do with this? I mean, I'll start with the obvious. I know it's the police, but smash. And you know what? Rat Lady and her boyfriend can be evil lesbians if they want to. Although I will emphasize... Yeah. Like, Jane Doe is a smash, but she's also an evil lesbian, and if I was to if I was to put every character in here that's an evil lesbian, that I would... Like, how do I put this which doesn't make me sound like a degenerate? Dear God. That's getting quoted, isn't it? Oh. Caesar! Caesar. I heard someone outside. I think I've left my window open. Oh. Right. Child. No quote. It's cool, I'm making YouTube highlights of this anyway, because people deserve to see my thought process as I go crazy. Bernice. Now, I want to make it clear. Bernice herself did nothing wrong, and I actually think as a character she's pretty cool. But that one fucking song. Dear God. It is engraved in my head, and I want to get it out. Badly. Holy shit, Blade again. Smash. There is a new tier coming. What's the song? The Genshin login theme. Like, genuinely. I just put a 10-hour loop version of that on. And it's... I just thought it was fitting, because it's Hoyoverse I'm doing. Genshin is, let's face it, their biggest game. And it's good background music. But look at that, we're on the last row. Oh dear God. We're nearly there. We are so nearly there. Right, you are someone in the police, so... You kind of remind me of a certain someone, so... Despise. Miyabi! Oh, Miyabi. Hey, so you know how I said that the guy I like... There's this guy that does a bunch of comic dubs that I watch on YouTube? Yeah. They really want to put her with the main character. Where did I put Wise? Oh, right, he's like one of the only... Wise is the only protagonist to make it to Smash. Dear God. which I'm actually impressed with. So yeah, they really like putting these two together. I am unsure if I feel the same because I haven't played the game, but she does get a befriend. It's just getting reduced to Asuka. But I think her name's Asta. Like, I'm gonna go back in this highlights and look up characters when I'm unsure, and I'm gonna have got these horribly wrong. But dear God, uh, she's cool, but I absolutely despise her haircut. Like, she is so close to being perfect, and then she just got the weirdest like hair thing out there. Like, personality-wise, I think she's absolutely fine. It's just, I don't know. It feels mean to say that she's got a bad haircut, but she's got a bad haircut. She can sit in the corner. They have barely added any. Dear God. Now her bodyguard. I will not elaborate any further. There was a character. I was gonna say while reading through her bios, like, so she's a bodyguard for the character I just put in the corner. Apparently, there was someone that was just simping for her. Took one look at. I can't remember her name, and was just like, you know what? I'm a simp for you now. Which, that is so fucking funny. And also, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I agree. That is a child. This is a blind girl, but she looks pretty cool. Befriend. Right, this is taking a cat girl to its extremes, because she is quite literally a cat girl. I'm not gonna... No, she gets a befriend. Vivian! I'm not gonna lie, Vivian looks, how do I put this? Young. But she's definitely not a child. Which means I can't do the easy option here. I have to actually think about this. She thinks the main character is a god or something? They might be. I don't know. I haven't played the games. Average Hoyoverse game. Don't play the games. But I don't play them because I don't have the time. I am not about to go play, like, dedicate my life to a gacha. I already have my FIFA phase. You can be a befriend. You look cool, you are befriend. That is a child. I cannot see what that is. Old. And the last character. Right, so I'm going to, like, casually have 3 rows below. I'm going to color them correctly. And then... I do not need to explain more. Paimon is the reason any of this exists. Without Paimon, I wouldn't have decided what characters are going in a blender or not. Like, with all due, like, I have to be honest, Paimon is the reason any of this exists. Because without Paimon, what is there here? Like, without Paimon, I wouldn't be motivated to just hate on characters so much. Like, genuinely, I don't have much more to say. I've made my feelings very clear on how I feel about Paimon. I absolutely despise her as a companion character, and is one of my least favorite characters in fiction. She just steps in when she doesn't need to. Her voice is really annoying. She's a whiny little bitch that only wants to serve her own interest and not help anyone, and only helps others out when there's a reward offered. She fucking sucks. And the fucking traveler should have let her drown rather than fishing her out. But yeah, that is my complete tier list. I'm going to try and name them all now. I can guarantee you half of these I won't be able to name. But, so in Super Smash, we have Kaya and Sampo. In Smash, we have Jean, Diluc, Gallagher. I don't know. Get out of there. Shenny, I don't know. I don't know. Marvika, Himiko, I don't know. Japard, Natasha, Kafka, Yelan, Blade, Dan Hong, the dragon form. I don't know. Dr. Ratio, Moser, Fugue. I don't know. Sunday, Wise. No clue, no clue. Zhu Yang, no clue, no clue. That's great. Half of them I didn't know already. The evil lesbian tit. This has got to be my... I'm not gonna lie. The evil lesbian tit is by far my favourite. Because we have Raiden, Yay Miko, Arcolino, Yay Miko again. I'm actually not sure, but I think that's Bronya. Bronya, Seela, Serval, King Yun, Black Swan, Acheron, Seth and Jane Doe. We are cooking. We have I don't care who the IRS sends, I'm not paying my taxes. This is for the characters that would be in Smash, but I didn't want to. Zhu Yang gets a pass because reasons. Just look at her character design, you'll understand why pretty quickly. I can't remember what she's called, but I do remember she is one of her attacks is quite literally a blender, so for that she gets points. Both of these have connections to one of the evil lesbians somehow. One of them is cross-game. These are just Kira. Like, it's just Kira. It's just Kira. End-user license agreement. And also someone that makes me think that is also meant to be end-user license agreement. Asuka! Soul bad guy. Kayla, Stell, Lingsha, Argenti, Bell, Grace. The befriend tier. This is by far the biggest tier. Actually, no, the Chard's pretty close behind it. But we have Miyabi, Catgirl, Billy Kid, Blind Girl. I think that's just Sunday. Fei Xiao, Nicole, T He Guy, Rapper, Boot Hill, Robin, Hanya, Pom Pom, Luca, March 7th, Asta, Arlen, Dan Hong. Himiko again? Aether. That girl from the new region. Lumine, Amber. Fuck. Mona, Barbara, fuck I know. Gordon Ramsay, Clee, Hook, Nun Lady, Shitpost Lady. A scientist of some kind. I don't know. Candice. On my wall, on my wall, on my wall. Cool hat, cool hat. Cool hat, cool hat. Gaming. I think I should have... I think you were here by mistake, but I can't be bothered to move you. Chlorine. I don't know. Gamer. Catgirl. Cool hat. I don't know. Cool hat. I don't know any of these. I just put you in here because I didn't know what to do with you. You. Robot. God. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Caesar. Random obsessed girl. I don't know. the cowgirl or thing, like, whatever the hell they were doing with that, like, what the fuck? Only Venti, I don't know. Nihil, I don't know. Welt. Jing Yuan. Luosha. Jing Liu. I don't know. I genuinely couldn't tell you what half of you had. That's Sushan. That's Ruan Mei. Yeah, yeah. As I'm going further, I'm gonna be able to identify them less. Sucrose, Pela. I do not know what any of you are called, like, at all. You are called Lynx. Fujuang, Gwenifan. Did I not blend a single... Oh my goodness. I have just come to a stunning realization. Zenless Zone Zero has escaped the blend tier on the basis that the ones that are getting blended are just the children. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I don't know how to feel about this. And then we've got the child, which is called Child, and a fuck ton of children that I'm not going to be bothered to name. Hi, Silverwolf. And Ellie? Whatever the shark girls was called. Then we've got the Despise. These are for various reasons. I can't remember what you're called, but you are in here for being the worst example of one of my least favourite tropes. You're here just because fuck you, that's why. You're here because you ruined my 50-50 and I didn't get Kafka because of it. You're here because you look like him, and you're here because of brain rot. Lisa is on here because I fucking despise her and I put her on the dartboard. The Herta is also there because she looks a lot like Lisa. And you're here because fuck you. Aloy is just the guy from Fortnite, or girl from Fortnite in this case. And then 3 tiers down, we have Paimon. I am done with this. This is such a big tier list. No thank you. But my god, this was a mammoth task. But that's also the end of the stream, because I want food. Oh my god. We did it! Yeah! Fuck yes! This tier list has been made. I am going to go retire back to my hole now, so, goodbye, nerds. Actually, is anyone streaming right now? I might do a raid. Is anyone I follow streaming? Not anyone worth reading. Yep, that's just the end of the stream. Goodbye, nerds.